as some would call it, being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida Gators offense will have the opening possession of the game. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top with the catch. It's Brown. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pucks it out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Knight. With the catch, it's Simmons. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Simmons. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Knight. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put some... Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a 1st down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Davidson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and then when he drags across the field, you can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry...
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Coleman. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Auburn makes the catch. It's Milner. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Howard. They 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hit into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Back to throw. It's Knight. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The offense will quickly use a timeout. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time.
And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking for a man. It's Knight. He's going to throw deep right side. It's caught. It's a running room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Give to the running back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Now he's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to scramble. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Right on the money. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. on the run. It's Davidson. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the...
Breaks into the open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Complete to the right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Finds his tight end. There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Big kick here can crawl them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. Right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. And the returner will be brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Running into the open space. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for space. It's Davidson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They'll send the back in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Now, 4th down.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Gators line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A low line drive and short kick. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Auburn lines up quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
To the air, it's Knight. Rush is on him. He'll heave it deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page with the ball.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Slings it downfield. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Under fire. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Down in the fourth quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to pass, it's Knight. Pocket breaking down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Snap in the shotgun. Dances away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We didn't.
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weight.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker.